nearly identical name and email address as you. Keep the office at about 75, 77 degrees. You'll see productivity soar and your workers will feel much happier.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this
Thank you very much. 11 minutes before 8 o'clock. It's, I'm not going to say it's not nice looking outside.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm kind of looking forward to this. It's going to rain, and then after that, got a little bit cool temperatures coming in.
Yeah.
Just in time for the beginning of the autumn feeling. I know what usually happens, we get this false sense that it's going to get cold, and then it gets warm right away.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to complain. Galen, you know this on the phone, and is going to remind us why it's important to go to Life South and donate some blood, save some lives in the process, and just feel good. And plus, you get a mini physical. You get your information about your cholesterol. You get your information about your blood pressure.
Yeah.
And good morning,
awesome.
Galen. And the best thing, you're saving some lives, right? Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you?
I'm in Paynes Prairie today.
In Paynes Prairie. Well,
I'm a little further than I usually am. Didn't have to take the kids to school. So.
Oh, really? Oh, is today a day off?
Yeah. Today and yesterday were both days off.
That explains all the kids outside at the mall yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were wondering.
I like that when you see lots of kids out there. By the way, we thought of you. I went to watch Alex in this run he did on Saturday with all these colors. And so we went to Gainesville, and I was in the tree zone. And I said to Robin, this must be what Galen refers to.
Yeah, that was cool.
As if I had never been to Gainesville before.
Yeah. You've never been on I-75. Congratulations.
But here's the thing. I picked up Robin at her place, which she lives out near on top of the world.
Yep.
And then we went to this place where the run was, which is a racetrack near the Gainesville airport.
Yes.
And so I would have never done this on my own, but Robin's husband, Ronnie, printed up the directions from MapQuest.
Yes.
Is that what it was? And so we ended up taking the interstate up to the Cafe Risque.
That's right. That was the
And then cutting over.
And then cutting over. And I would have never thought to do it that way. But it did make sense when I looked at the map. It made more sense to do it. So.
Yeah.
I guess if we were going to the Oaks Mall, we would have stayed on
gone
the
two more
interstate.
exits. But nope, we zipped right off the Cafe Risque, and they had cars in the parking lot.
Oh, you looked too?
Of course.
I did look.
Oh, boy, you were shrewd. I didn't even see you. You guys have that, peripheral stare kind of thing going on.
I looked, Galen. I said,
You're allowed to look. I think that's why they have that building there. You can go and look.
I wonder if Robin would believe me if I said, I got to use the restroom. I bet they have one in there.
Yeah, that's right.
But the problem with that is there's like a Chevron station right across the street.
Plus, you already have to pay money to go in there, right? It's like $7.
Yeah, you probably have to pay a cover charge of some kind.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just using the restroom. I promise I won't look.
As long as you bring out snacks, I'm fine.
Anyway. So how was the golf tournament?
It was. There were a lot of people there, and I know they raised a lot of money. I played pretty terrible.
Oh no! That's why you're not so happy about it.
Dan played pretty terrible until the end.
Oh.
But it was fun. I mean, it was. It's just such a great golf course and such a great cause. It was a long round of golf just because there were so many people, but. It was 6 hours, which is ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
But it was a lot of fun. I mean, they had so many players, which is a good thing. I mean, it is a charity, but it was a long round of golf, and it was hard to get into a rhythm. And so, it was fun.
I got to get the program because I had sponsored a whole when it was originally going to be the WOCA tournament, and then that fell through for whatever reason, and it became the different group that started doing it. So the money I had paid for the whole went to get a little ad in the program. So it honors my mom and actually honors my dad's service in the World War II. But I also included my mom's name, saying and she waited for him. So I can't wait to see it.
You had both names in there. I can't wait to see it.
So did you compete with each other on your team, or did your team?
No. It was just a 4-man scramble.
Okay.
I mean, we shot 9 under, which wasn't bad at all. I mean, considering how poorly we played.
Wow.
But it was, it was good. It was a lot of fun. I mean, that's really what you're out there for, is just to have some fun and raise money for a great cause.
Right. And the 19th hole, did you guys have fun at the after party, whatever they call it?
It was so late. We were pretty much all done, and then Dan had to come back into the studio and work the FSU game. So,
darn job.
I mean, we ate, we listened to the ceremony, and then we left. But if it would have been done earlier, we may have hung out. But it was a long day.
Could you
it really
ever,
was.
in holding fundraisers where dollars are accumulated, could you ever do something similar where blood is, like, could you actually have like a gathering like that where the fee, so to speak, would be a pint of blood?
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, we have done that before. With doing different things. I mean, of course, movie tickets is one. But we actually, when I was a long time ago, and you may have heard of this band, Sister Hazel.
Right.
Oh, they're great.
From Gainesville. And the lead singer's sister died of leukemia. And during his second album, he actually, before it was even released or anything, before you could buy it at stores, on the University of Florida campus, if you donated blood, you got a free CD that he signed, and the whole band was there.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
And that was cool. So, I mean, we've done stuff like that before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you and Dan were practicing, though, the day before, so too bad you couldn't grandfather in your game from the day before with your scores.
Yeah, it really, and people who have played golf can understand that. I mean, we'd hit a shot, and then you stand around for 10 or 15 minutes before you hit your next one. There was no rhythm to the match, and that makes it hard. It really does. It makes it very, very hard.
Who did you and Dan play with?
No.
Did you have a foursome?
Yeah, two guys who I work with.
Oh, okay.
Another Dan and Jason.
So did they beat you? Were their games better than yours and Dan?
Well, we're all the same team.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
one of
Oh,
the-
that's right. Yeah, I'm learning.
That was the question I had earlier. I have a theme here. Where there's no way to really segue over to it, so I'll just jump to it. It's revenge. I got some cool stories of how people got revenge. You're gonna like this, I think. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is passive-aggressive revenge, so it's not, nobody really hurt anybody to do these things. In 2007, King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia was due to visit the United Kingdom for a royal engagement with Queen Elizabeth II. However, as the leader of a country where torture is rife, human rights are routinely ignored, and governmental corruption is endemic, it's fair to say this was a controversial outing. On arriving to meet the Queen, it's a long-established tradition that every monarch is greeted with a performance by the British Welsh Guards. However, despite not wanting to perform for such a character, they didn't want to break years of protocol. So instead, when King Abdullah arrived, they greeted him with the Imperial March from Star Wars.
Wow.
Really?
Isn't that
That's funny.
cool?
Can you imagine that? I bet he had no clue, too.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I bet he had no clue.
Imagine that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
You think?
There was, yes. I mean, these guys they're world savvy.
Okay.
There was, yeah.
No,
And they have handlers like our president. They have handlers just like every other world leader.
Now, had you heard this
do.
before? Had you heard that story before?
I have not.
No, that's pretty smart.
I hadn't heard it either, and I'm amazed at that.
I wonder what the Queen said. or Princess Di said.
I don't
You know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah.
Did anybody get in trouble? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Now, a better question is, do you think the Queen knew what it was? I mean, she's like 350 now.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I
well,
know that's blasphemous in England, but
I know.
well, yeah, but she
God save the Queen.
rode that helicopter with James Bond, though, so I guess she's savvy, right?
That's funny,
During
that's
that
funny.
whole.
You're right. But I just think that.
Yeah, that was really
That
her.
is cool.
Yep.
All right, that was a very cool passive-aggressive way to get revenge. All right, now here's another one. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Listen to this. I found this real fascinating. When he was, I guess this was when he was governor, in 2010, he vetoed a bill authored by Tom Amaniano. I don't know who that is. Anyway, readers noticed a hidden message in Schwarzenegger's typed up letter, the left-hand margin, the first letter, there was 4 lines in the first paragraph, 3 lines in the second paragraph, and it's very well written, and if you didn't really notice it, you wouldn't have noticed it. You got to look this up online. The first letter of the first line is F. I'll let you guess what the first letter of the next 3.
Oh,
So, in other words, if you read down the left side of the letter, it says what you think it says. 4 letters followed by 3 letters.
Oh, wow. I get
Schwarzenegger.
that. Good for you, Governor Arnold.
You
Schwarzenegger.
wonder if he actually wrote that or if somebody else wrote it. I mean, English isn't his first language, but
Maybe he told somebody, I want you to do this. This is what I want you to do. I have a funny idea.
Maria, Shana, you can't write this.
Maria, I got a funny idea.
Or maybe the other mother of his other child. I don't know.
Right. By the way, this is WOCA Ocala. Let me get that out of the way.
The source.
All right, and here's another one. There's a movie director named Ronald Emmerich. Okay, this is the guy who made a movie called Universal Soldier, a movie called Stargate, a movie called Independence Day. Well, Siskel and Ebert did not like him.
Oh.
For some reason, or his movies. They didn't like his movies.
Those are good ones.
So he created 2 characters. One named Mayor Ebert, who was described as an argumentative, meddling buffoon, and Gene, the mayor's sycophantic lackey. And despite his hatred of the 2 critics, who were still alive at that time, they made it out of the movie alive. And Siskel and Ebert recognized that they had been parodied in the film. And in their review of that film, which was called Godzilla...
Oh, I saw that one.
Okay.
With my kids.
In their review, and if you looked at the photographs, it looks just like Siskel and Ebert, too.
Wow.
In their review, they said, I wonder why we didn't get killed off or smashed or something.
Yeah, stepped on.
But he didn't.
Squished.
He just made them buffoons and lackeys.
Oh, that's funny. He knew when to stop. Good for you, fella.
Yeah.
Mr. Director.
Here's one that goes back to 1805. A guy named Lord Byron was starting his first year at Cambridge Trinity College and requested that he be able to bring his dog to live with him. The college flat out denied it, citing a rule that prohibited dogs.
Oh.
So he went and got a bear. And he brought it to the college, and they asked him to get the bear off the premises. And he said, well, I will if you show me in the rules where a bear is prohibited. They couldn't show him that. So anyway, he ended up keeping the bear throughout his studies.
Wow. And was that their mascot then? Did they get that as the mascot? And then
You'll
it's
have
like
to wonder,
forever
right?
A bear?
Could be.
Is that funny? I love that. He wasn't breaking any rules.
All right, here's one. Are you ready for this one? George Lucas.
Okay.
George Lucas had a large parcel of land. And he had been attempting to build a special effects workshop on the property in Marin County in California near San Francisco, right?
Okay.
He figured that it would revitalize the area, create hundreds of jobs, but the neighbors didn't want it. They were afraid that there would be so many lights there that it would ruin their dark, starry nights.
Oh.
In fact, in the letter that was protesting his plan, they wrote, "Our dark, starry nights will be destroyed." That's an actual quote. So last year, in 2012, George Lucas dropped his plans, and he immediately announced that he had sold the land to Marin Community Foundation so they could finally build some much-needed low-income housing.
Good for you, George.
The neighbors have since gone crazy over that decision. Now they're wishing that he had built the special effects studio.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
All right, here's another
Wow.
one. In 2004, Michael Crichton, the author, published a book called State of Fear, science fiction book about global warming and environmental terrorism. However, while it proved to be a bestseller among the general public, it was heavily criticized by the scientific community for distorting evidence for global warming. One of those critics was Michael Crowley, who analyzed Crichton's work and accused Crichton of being a negative influence on the discussion of global warming.
Oh.
and contributing to a hostile attitude towards scientists among people like talk show hosts.
That's right. We're just.
Crichton was not happy with the critique, and he made his displeasure obvious in his next novel, titled Next. In several chapters, it features a character named Mick Crowley, who was on trial for successfully raping. Do you know the story? Successfully raping a 2-year-old child despite having a woefully small penis.
Oh, that. That is
too far.
Wow. Leave the child out of it. He could have.
That's
else.
a bit too far.
Oh,
He could have just stuck with the woefully small, right?
Yeah.
No reason to bring in a 2-year-old.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, it was a story. It wasn't a real
Yeah,
kid.
that's right.
Wasn't
That's
real.
right.
So it's a kid,
Wow.
doesn't matter.
So he gets sued.
No, it was not a real kid. It was a fictional kid. But
Mike
that,
Crowley
still.
sue him.
doesn't say.
Oh.
Doesn't say.
Well, how can he?
Yeah,
'Cause-
if you're a public figure,
Yeah,
And he's got that disclaimer.
you're allowed to do a
at the
parody
beginning.
of just about anybody.
that's good.
So,
Here's another one. The Westboro Baptist Church, the church we love to hate. This is a group. They were out protesting a soldier's funeral. And while they were away, the guy who was doing the Google Street Map had an idea.
This must be a
His
good
name
one.
is Aaron Jackson. He was doing the Google Street Map, and he saw the house for sale across the street from the church. So he spent $83,000, and he bought the house, and he made it the headquarters for an anti-bullying organization, and painted it in rainbow colors,
Oh, wow.
which is, of course,
yeah. Good for him.
the gay lesbian
well,
flag.
they should have covered it with flags for veterans.
Yeah, really, really. Yes, I agree.
Well, that's coming up Saturday. The Gay and Lesbian Pride Parade in Gainesville.
Yeah,
This Saturday.
and the Hillsborough. What's it called? What's this church called?
Westboro Baptist
You
Church.
never know.
Yeah.
It might be there.
Yeah.
Now this one is the one that I want to ask the attorney later on about. Okay, in 2011, Bank of America delivered a foreclosure notice on a family's home for default of their mortgage. The only problem was the family in question owned the house outright because they bought it with cash. They didn't even have a mortgage, let alone with Bank of America.
Oh, my.
The matter was later taken to court and ended with the family winning their case and the Bank of America being ordered to pay them $2,534 restitution for their legal costs. Mm-hmm. But the Bank of America refused to pay. So then the people went to court. And with their lawyers, the family was able to foreclose on the bank.
Yay! That's awesome.
And they showed up at the bank armed with a removal truck and a couple of sheriff's deputies. Foreclosed on the bank for failure to pay them their
Wow.
court-ordered restitution.
Good for them. That's
That would've been
awesome.
fun.
Now they
That
went
is
to do
awesome.
it. They went to do it, and the bank manager paid them, so nothing ever happened.
Oh,
But they showed up to foreclose.
Good for them.
We're foreclosing on the bank. We own the bank. You haven't paid us our due.
That's right. Exactly.
The bank
Good
manager
for them.
suddenly wrote him a check for
I
$2,534.
bet he did. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I wish I could have been there that day.
That'd be the ultimate sticking it to the man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
Banks
great.
are the man.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to believe that legally you could do that, but I guess they did it.
Because they were ordered by the court, so that would be considered contempt of court if you don't do what the court says.
The last one I have is an artist named Gustav Klimt. Gustav Klimt, Klimt.
Oh,
He's responsible for such works as The Kiss and Adele Bloch-Bauer I. He specializes in drawings of the female form. Nudity, in other words.
okay.
So anyway, this is what he's famous for. So he was commissioned by the University of Vienna to paint human representations of philosophy, jurisprudence, and medicine. Each design was refused on the grounds it was pornographic. Nobody apparently knew that this guy is specialized in nudity.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, anyway,
No research done there.
unwilling to appeal to the conservative masses any longer, he painted another painting called Nuda Veritas in response, which depicts a young naked woman holding a mirror to the face of the viewer.
Oh.
And above the figure is a quote from Friedrich Schiller stating, quote, "If you cannot please everyone with your deeds and your art, please only a few. To please many is bad. Anyway, so it's a famous painting, and you can look it up.
Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome.
So that's how he made his revenge. And I'm sure there are
I
more.
like that one.
Did you hear the story I told of John Lennon earlier? What got me started with this theme? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Had the girls with the faces on the back of their heads, and
Yeah.
I can't remember who the guy was. Some guy
Was
who
it a talk show host?
No, it was
it
it was some promoter in England that when they were younger, he kind of took advantage of them and made money off of them, and they didn't get any or didn't get much or something.
Okay.
So anyway,
That is funny.
so
Good for him.
passive aggressive revenge. Mm-hmm. Robin,
I think that's pretty cool.
we need a segue from that to donating blood. Good luck.
Well, everybody that donates blood at Life South Community Blood Centers, they always honor the word community because you never know when you're going to be the person in need. So you need to be nice to everyone. Once you do your revenge to somebody, you might not get reciprocity from them. So go to Life South Community Blood Center. Life South supplies the trauma center here in Ocala, Ocala Regional Hospital. They do the VA clinic for our veterans. They do shans for the children and for everybody else in our community. So go to Life South, donate blood, and become an ambassador and try to include others in your donating.
There you go.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I don't know how you did that, but that was good. All right, again,
was good.
where is the Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile today, Larry, is in your own hunting grounds at Time Customer Service, the Cascade.
Wow. Nice.
I think Joe's going to be there
Right
today.
across the street from us.
Yes,
That's
right across the
right.
street. So if you can get to the Bloodmobile, then you're close enough to go to Life South. Mm-hmm. If you prefer to lie in a building instead of a bus, you can do
Yeah.
that.
You
If
still get snacks either way.
either way.
And juice.
I think there are more choices in the building than there are on the bus.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
Not really. I mean,
No.
they're supposed to be the same.
Oh.
You have microwave popcorn on the bus?
No, we don't have microwaves on the
See,
bus anymore.
that's it.
That's what I thought.
Pacemaker. Somebody complained because they had a pacemaker. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
really?
Oh, that's too bad.
Wow.
Again, you got to come in here. We've got a new sink. We've got a microwave on the back. This place
Yep.
is really
That's
shaping
awesome.
up.
We got a paper towel holder. We're set.
We got a
I need to
pumpkin.
get by there.
We got a pumpkin head Dracula looking out the window.
It's cool at nighttime. Joe and Dan have it set up.
Yeah,
It's
they've got
pretty
it.
cool.
You've got to come by at night because I've seen it only in photos. They've got a projector aimed at the pumpkin, and it's a face of a pumpkin that is projected onto the pumpkin, and the face is animated. In other words, as the voice is speaking, whoever's speaking on the radio is reflected in the mouth movements of the pumpkin.
Ah.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Yeah. Don't ask me how Dan did it, but he set it up.
Yeah, they're a whiz at electronics.
Dan's a bit geeky sometimes. So.
Yeah, that's
Good.
right. That's right.
Oh, he and Joe.
In a good way. I mean that as a compliment, Dan.
Actually, if you go to the WOCA Facebook page, you'll see a still of it. So,
Oh, okay.
but you to see it in motion, I guess you got to. Maybe I can come by and make a video of it one evening.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
All right. So you can't get to the Bloodmobile. You go right next door on the boulevard. Where would you go in Denellen, Robin?
Right next door to Sweet Bay.
Sweet Ray.
You know, living well is my best revenge. And anytime I've ever had somebody I wanted to get revenge, I said, you know what? Just let him go. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to live well. Not worry about it.
You're my
There
inspiration.
you go.
All right, Galen.
sometimes.
Well, you have a great day, Galen.
It's awesome if you can do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard.
I
You
know.
too. Thank you guys for everything.
I got to remind myself sometimes. All right, thanks. We'll talk to you
Bye.
tomorrow, and we'll be right back.
On the next Voice of Ocala, it's Trivianator Tuesday with Tom. It's your chance to go up against me, the Trivianator, with a chance to win great prizes from Mojo's Grill Catering Company, the Marion Theater, and I may even have some golf from some of the courses around the area to give away. Plus, Angie Lewis joins us for her weekly visit, and it's Around the Water Cooler, where we discuss the hot topics in the sports world. All that and more on the next Voice of Ocala on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're streaming live at WOCA.com. The Source.
Hi, Robin. You look tired.
I am. I've been running all over town.
Why? Why not drive?
I need to get this stupid document notarized.
Well, that's easy. You need personal service.
Duh, that's what I've been looking for.
You need to go see Mark at the